Hey, welcome back to the channel. Imagine navigating a world filled with negativity, where toxic people lurk in the shadows, waiting to drain your energy and disrupt your peace. It's exhausting, right? But what if you had an unshakable fortress within yourself, one that no one could breach? The ancient Stoics believed that true power doesn't come from controlling others, but from mastering our own minds. And today, that wisdom is more relevant than ever. Picture this. You're standing at the gates of your own personal stronghold, the place where your peace, health, and emotional well-being reside. The first step to protecting it? Recognizing the threats. Toxic people come in many forms. Some manipulate, some criticize endlessly, and some thrive on dragging others down in their negativity. The key to dealing with them isn't reacting emotionally, but responding with wisdom. Epictetus once said, "It is not what happens to you that disturbs you, but your judgment of it." So, how do you stand firm? First, you must identify the toxic patterns, constant criticism, manipulation, endless negativity. Then, like a wise and disciplined sentinel, you must fortify your walls. Just as Marcus Aurelius governed an empire with strength and reason, you must establish firm boundaries, knowing exactly what behavior you will and won't accept. Boundaries are not about shutting people out, they're about protecting your peace. But what happens when toxic people try to lure you into their more emotional battlefield? Enter the gray rock method, a strategy as powerful as it is simple. Imagine yourself as an uninteresting, unmoving stone in the face of their storm. They poke, they prod, they provoke, yet you remain still, refusing to give them the reaction they crave. Like Seneca taught, happiness is found in being present and unaffected by what others say or do. Of course, not every battle is won with silence. Some toxic individuals push harder, using manipulation and persistence to wear you down. This is where that broken record technique comes in. Instead of arguing or explaining, you repeat your stance calmly and unwaveringly, like a melody stuck on repeat. Over time, they realize they have no power over you, and their influence begins to fade. And what about those who bait you, setting emotional traps designed to provoke a response? This is where the true strength of stoic indifference comes in. By recognizing their tactics and refusing to engage, you remove their ability to control your emotions. Picture a fisherman casting bait into the water. If you don't bite, they catch nothing. Instead, you observe with detachment, maintaining your inner peace while their efforts dissolve into futility. But sometimes, silence itself is the strongest message. When words are used as weapons, responding only fuels the fire. Instead, consider the art of the non-reaction. When a toxic person launches their verbal assault, your silence leaves them with nothing to fight against. Imagine a boxer throwing punches at empty air. Without an opponent, their energy is wasted. This is the power of walking away from the unnecessary battles. Of course, avoiding toxicity altogether isn't always an option. In some cases, limiting your exposure is the best defense. Just as a fortress is designed to keep intruders at bay, you must create space between yourself and the negativity. This can mean physically stepping away, or simply withdrawing your emotional investment. Not every invitation into drama needs to be accepted, and while you're guarding your peace, don't forget to surround yourself with those who uplift and inspire you. Stoicism teaches that the company you keep shapes the person you become. Your support system is your army, standing beside you when toxic forces threaten to invade. They remind you of your worth, offering strength when you need it most. But here's the thing. Self-care isn't just about others, it's about you. Dealing with negativity takes a toll, and like any warrior, you need to replenish your strength. Engaging in activities that bring you joy, practicing mindfulness, and prioritizing your well-being isn't selfish, it's necessary. Think of it as sharpening your blade before heading into battle. One of the hardest lessons in dealing with toxic people? Understanding that their behavior is not about you. Their negativity, their cruelty, it all stems from their own struggles and insecurities. By detaching from their words and actions, you free yourself from taking responsibility for their issues. You are not the cause, nor are you the cure. And speaking of cures, here's one of the greatest truths. You cannot fix them. No matter how much you care, change must come from within them, not from your efforts. Instead of trying to save them, focus on saving yourself. Lead by example, offer wisdom when appropriate, but know when to step back. Some people aren't ready to change, and that's okay. Your peace is not a sacrifice you need to make for someone.